All right, so back to our Thunder Lakers discussion, extended version. Yesterday's game one showed, well, two really good performances by our starters, like Bynum and Kobe. And then everybody else decided to stay back in Denver, apparently. And you can't have that, especially when Harden is outscoring your bench by himself. That's not a formula for success. So I think the most pertinent question to ask going forward is which Laker needs to step up in order to give the Lakers a chance to win and steal one or two games. Do you have anything interesting interesting thoughts, Isaac?
Yeah, I think Paul Gasol needs to step up. He needs to show the world that he still is one of the most talented power forwards in the game. I mean, he cannot be non-existent in this series. I mean, he should be able to take Ibaka. Although Ibaka is a pretty good defender, or at least he's a good shot blocker, and maybe not a great defender, but a good shot blocker, he should be able to take Ibaka on the block or from the 15-foot range, 17-foot range, and he has to take over that game. The offense needs to run through him when Kobe and Bynum are out the game, and the bench is there with him, because he's usually the one out there with the bench. So he needs to demand the ball and say, the offense is going to run through me. And I think if he shows up consistently in every game, the Lakers would be in better position to beat the Thunder. I mean, we won the game 7 against Denver, because Pau Gasol was a monster. I mean, he was all over the place, getting rebounds, scoring in the paint, doing everything he could to win. We need that same type of effort in Game 2 and throughout the rest of the series for the Lakers to have a shot. So Pau Gasol needs to show up, because if he doesn't have a history of not showing up when the team needs him. I mean, they questioned him in 08 when they lost to Boston. They questioned him last year. So in order for Pau Gasol, for people to stop questioning you and questioning your toughness, you got to keep showing up every single night and not just in Game 7 against Denver. So I'm expecting Pau Gasol to step up again in Game 2 and provide some energy and some points on the block, which is the Lakers' strength anyways.
The player I'm still looking for, I guess, since before the playoffs started, is Ramon Sessions. 2 points yesterday in Game 1. Got outscored by the guy that he replaced, Derek Fisher, who happens to be 37 years old. You can't have that. I mean, the Lakers brought him to Los Angeles to be an improvement at point guard. A guy that can put up points, change the pace of the game, control the tempo of the game. And he hasn't done a good job at any of those things in the playoffs. I mean, Steve Blake is regarded, well, I guess for today, a hero for his performances in Game 7, hit all those threes. The only reason why he's considered a hero is because Ramon Sessions was so terrible and he wasn't even in the game. So, Ramon Sessions needs to step it up. I mean, make Westbrook work. I mean, nobody's expecting him to be a defensive player. I know a lot of people were saying, oh, Sessions is going to be able to guard or stay ahead of quicker guards. Nobody's expecting a defensive performance from him, but at the very least, make things a little bit easier for your teammates. Yeah. Hit the jump shot with confidence. If you're going to drive into the paint, pick your spots. Because what I've been seeing him doing is dribble, and then the shot clock is down to 10, and then pass the ball to Kobe and expect a bailout shot, and that can't happen, right? Or drive into the paint, and then try to draw the foul, but take a little floater instead and miss a shot. So shoot the jump shot with consistency, shoot the jump shot with confidence, and pick your spots, and control the tempo of the game. Pass it down to Bynum or Gasol when you see fit, but don't give us this 2-point performance and make us forget that you're even on the floor.
I just think his lack of experience for Sessions. He's never been in the playoffs before, and I just think he's like the deer in the headlights. He doesn't know what's going on, and that cannot happen. He needs to snap out of it and realize where he's at and the position that he's in now. And he needs to deliver. He can't just give us 2 points as a starting point guard. I mean, that's just not acceptable at all.
No, I mean, in that Denver series, they were double teaming Bynum.
Yeah.
And they were sending the guy that was guarding Sessions down to double team Bynum.
Yeah. You would think this would be a better match Denver game. The Denver series would be a better match because I think he's the same size, a bit taller than Ty Lawson. This one's going up against Westbrook, so it's not going to get easier for Sessions if the Lakers advance, because then they got either Chris Paul or Tony Parker. So, I mean, Sessions got to snap out of it, and, we're going to expect good games out of him and Pau Gasol if the Lakers even have a shot at winning this series.
I think if either of those players average Well, for Gasol,
So-
he needs to stay ahead of the 15-point
Yeah.
average.
15
right?
and 10.
15 and 10. And that's being really conservative.
Yeah.
Sessions, if he can give me 13,
Yeah.
I'll be good. But
He's being
just
aggressive.
not 2 points, yeah.
You're dribbling way too much on the perimeter. Attack. Do something.
You know, and also to note, another Game 1 story was Magic Johnson having a couple of interesting, very nice comments, you know. He's a nice guy. Magic Johnson, owner of the Dodgers and former employee with Lakers management, said that Mike Brown should be fired if the Lakers didn't come out of Game 7 alive.
Yeah.
And with this Game 1 performance, or lack thereof, a lot of people were questioning whether those questions are still pertinent. Should Mike Brown be fired, Isaac?
No. Which
No,
is very
that was a
shocking.
very...
Yeah, because
I
I didn't
hesitated there for a second.
I didn't like the hire in the first place, but I'm only gonna give him a shot because it was a shortened season. He didn't have the regular season he wanted. He didn't have the training camp that he wanted to have with the team. The time he wanted to spend with them on the off season to get prepared for the season. So I'm gonna give him kind of a break. But in saying that, I wouldn't be surprised and I wouldn't be upset if they fired him anyways. So yeah,
Well, you know,
I'm not a big supporter of Mike Brown, as you can tell.
the New York Post mentioned recently that
Phil Jackson,
Phil Jackson,
he wants back.
he wants back into the game. He wants
Fire
to play
Jim
the
Buss and get back Phil Jackson. So I
game.
say.
Well, that's obviously not an option for the Lakers at this point. But I will also say that Mike Brown should be spared at least for another season. At the end of the day, he got us a third seed in the Western Conference with a bunch of different things happening at once.
Hold on, but did he or was it in spite of him that the Lakers got there?
It might have been. Who knows? I don't know. Coaching is... that's a weird job to have. But, you know, he lost his starting point guard.
He lost the starting or like a small forward and
He
Lamar.
lost his center. Mentally, that is.
Mentally, yeah.
Not
he
his
has.
fault, though. Not his fault.
Well, kind of his fault.
Well, you know, he's having to incorporate a new defensive and offensive system.
No, he has no
in the
offense.
span of a year.
Offensive
Maybe
system
not
is
in a-
Kobe.
Well,
But
I don't know.
defensively, he's done a pretty decent job.
It could have been much worse, I guess what I'm trying to say. So, kudos to doing an average job.
Yeah.
And, yeah, just give him another year.
And
vote of
then you can
confidence.
fire him at another year.
Yeah, or if they, you know, get swept. I don't know.
You
Like,
could-
these performances in the playoffs by the Lakers have been very
they're not good.
peculiar, to say the least, because, you know, they got blown out at Denver.
They got blown
And
again.
they took that series of 7 when they were overwhelmingly considered to be better than the Nuggets. A lot of people had them winning that series in 5, 6 at the most. Went 7 and almost lost. Then you have a Game 1 where the Lakers get swept. Swept. Where the Lakers get blown out, and it looks like they're gonna get swept. So
Yeah, it's not a good thing when your team's getting blown out twice.
yeah, you don't want to do that. You know, the playoffs are supposed to be there for a strong.
Yeah.
You know,
Charles Barkley says you shouldn't get blown out in the playoffs. It's impossible. Well, Lakers found a way to get blown out twice.
So
Yeah,
there-
Mike Brown, come on.
So there it is, Mike Brown. And Magic Johnson, I'm glad you're not with the Lakers anymore. And
Yeah.
I'm a little scared that you're...
He's
with
gonna
the
fire
Dodgers.
Matt Kemp.
He's going to fire everybody that he sees, man. The baseball is a sport where you fail, like, 2/3 of the time if you're batting. I mean, Jesus. I don't want to see his reaction to that over the course of this series. Matt Kemp, you're done. Blow up the team. Seriously. So,
Yeah, Mike Brown, you got to pass for this season only, maybe.
And Lakers, step up, please.
Somebody, please.
Somebody?
Besides
come on
Kobe.
now.
Somebody besides Kobe
Jor-
step up.
Jordan Hill was our X factor
No.
last year's, I think. Just
Yeah.
for his defensive presence,
Yeah.
his activity.
But I think he's getting cocky now, though.
But, you know, shooting, you're not David West taking
Yeah.
those
Stop,
jump shots.
stop shooting, Jordan Hill. Stop shooting the
Don't
ball,
do it.
please.
So
You're open for a reason.
so who's going to be our Jordan Hill this
Matt Barnes.
series?
Matt
He
Barnes.
says Matt Barnes. I say Ramon Sessions. Even though he's a starter, you know he should be doing this.
Matt Barnes, Gasol, Sessions, if they all play well, with Kobe and Bino, they guys should win the series. They should have a good shot. They have a
I
shot.
can't believe you're saying this with a straight face, man. They'll steal.
Don't never
a
give
game.
up hope. Never give up hope.
Oh man, I don't know. So if you guys have any other predictions, just write it down in the comment box and we will read it.
Yeah, you think I'm crazy thinking the Lakers are gonna win? Let me know.
Somebody call him crazy already. Seriously.